While Beryl might be more than 500 miles from the forgotten coast, it's expected to create dangerous rip currents here in St. George Island. I'm Mayor Sargent in Franklin County. I'm diving into the danger this storm is creating along our coast. Current calm waters at St. George Island are not expected to last long this weekend. Beryl is set to bring a swell of waves to the forgotten coast. That's forecast to create dangerous rip currents in places like St. George Island. Neighbours like Corey Lee say it's important to keep an eye on the conditions.
If you're unfamiliar with water, if you've never really been in the ocean, it's definitely not a swimming pool.
Rip currents are powerful channeled currents of water flowing away from the shore. The National Weather Service says rip currents can move at 1 to 2 feet per second. They've also been measured as fast as 8 feet per second. I checked with First to Know meteorologist Elizabeth Copeland about the concern this weekend. She says it's not the height of the waves that's the concern, but the length of time between each wave.
That pool of 11 seconds of water out offshore and then push that wave in, that can make those rip currents very dangerous.
A danger George Joannis witnessed just weeks ago. He's co-owner of the Blue Parrot on St. George. He watched his business partner save 2 lives from a rip current.
He swam out with a life jacket and brought 2 young men, 17-year-old kids, in.
He's put in a life ring in case it happens again.
When it happens like that and people are out there, it's almost like a wash machine. You can't even swim in it.
So what should you do if you get stuck in a rip current?
Swim parallel to shore. You can't swim against a rip current. Not even an Olympic swimmer can make it on shore.
It's important to pay attention to flags like these along the coast. Corey recommends planning accordingly and paying attention.
Just asking a local about it, the water conditions, especially if you don't know.
If you plan on swimming in the Gulf, remember, single red flags mean there are life-threatening rip currents likely in the surf zone. Double red flags mean the water is closed to the public. In St. George Island, Mayor Sargent, ABC 27.